Here's my vlog for May 1st. It's 2:33 in the afternoon on Thursday. I just got done with my side gig job. I help old people every once in a while with things. So I just made $100 doing moving someone in, moving stuff around. And then I just had an energy drink. Actually, I'm supposed to quit those, but so I think it was raining earlier, but it's kind of stopped. So as soon as I'm done with this video, and I think another request video, because I feel like talking, I'm gonna head down to the bike park and just tool around with my dirt jumper and my BMX bike, and yeah, maybe I can hit the wood jumps today. So I am yeah, so yesterday I didn't actually do anything in terms of exercise because I guess night before last I was taking my history test, 1500 to 2000 England. I have to get 100% on that in order to qualify for being claiming that I'm the answer to all of the world's problems, basically. I'm going to design the new education and economic system. Rather, the new education system. I'm looking for my crown. I thought I had a crown around here. Oh, there it is. Hey, check it out. Yeah, once I get to a certain level, I'm gonna start to wear my crown everywhere I go. And then I have cue cards right up there. I'll put right there the cue cards for to the YouTube videos of that qualify me as the king. So I guess I won't be officially the king. This has 8 crowns on it. 8 tips. So once I've done like 8 countries, I'll only do. I don't want to put different tests on the different on the same part. It has to be the same test. So I'll do the image matching test. But it'll take forever for me to get to 8 tests because I have to build them. So yeah, so the night before last, I was yeah, and the reason that I'm building the crown is like, you know, as far as remuneration goes, reward for what you do. And ancient historians, ancient philosophers have had this. I remember like Plato or somebody saying it, but I don't remember where. I should look up on chat, because ChatGTP is actually smart enough to help find famous quotes for you. It found 2 locations for Plato's quote that brain and body should be exercised together, just like a horse and rider. And then I wanted to know where the quote, like, wisdom of man is the deepest ocean, but the wisdom of God's like a bubbling brook. It told me where that one was, and pretty cool. So you don't even really need to know, remember quotes anymore. You just remember that you heard a quote from somebody and it'll do the rest. But so yeah, like, money isn't the only reason, the only like reward you could get for doing stuff that you think are world changing. You can give you, and you don't have to rely on rewards or awards or certificates or from anybody else. Just give it to yourself. So yeah, that's why I give the crown to myself and just wear this around everywhere I go with my muscle t-shirt. But that'll take a long time. So what happened was, the night before last, I was trying to take the test, and where I have to guess like 100%. of all of the different the 150 things on Europe. I mean on England, 1500 to 2000. Here, I'll show it here. Yawning. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, this sucker. That thing. Yeah, so it's three different categories. The top is war, and then the middle is war or like plagues or treaties, disasters, and then the one in the middle would be technology, politics, and then the one on the bottom would be culture. And some of these are like interchangeable. But the problem was, I was taking the test the other day, and then I got to one of the different one of the things, and I got to the 1700s, and in the 1710s I had the diving bell as the big invention at the time. And but then I found out about, I saw that later on in the 1760s the steam engine was invented by James Watt, and that started the Industrial Revolution. I saw that I have a icon of a factory showing how that's the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, the official beginning, and I clicked on it, on that factory, and it took me to the steaming jenny, or the spinning jenny. And so I asked ChatGTP, is the spinning jenny begin the Industrial Revolution? And it said no. It was Watt's, James Watt's steam engine that began the Industrial Revolution, because it was the thing that was strong enough to power machines like the spinning jenny. So the spinning jenny would be like the most important of the machines, but the thing that powered it powered lots of them. So I wanted to switch out that from the spinning jenny, but I saw that Thomas Newcomen made the first steam machine that was used to pump water out of the mines, but it didn't start the Industrial Revolution because it wasn't strong enough to do that, anything other than pump water out of mines. So it was just kind of like another really important machine. But I asked what was more important, Watt or Newcomen's steam engine or the diving bell, and it was like, oh no, the steam engine, way more important. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I did a word search for something that could represent his machine, and first I typed steam, and there was on my computer there was like a drawing of a person with like steam coming out of their head, like blow off steam, and I was like, no. And then I didn't have a chance to look at the pump or like a tube, but I typed pressure. So this is like a pressure gauge. So I decided I wanted to use this pressure gauge. So, but I noticed that this pressure gauge and like two other pressure gauges were never resized for 32 pixels. That's my icons on my website are 20 by 20 pixels, and so I have the images as 32 pixels, so that when you zoom all the way up on them like this, they maintain their resolution. When you get a 20 pixel and then you zoom it all the way up to take up the whole screen, you know, like this. Like there's a big difference between this 32 pixel and if this was 20 pixel. It's like it was enough of a difference for me to be like, okay, yeah, it's worth it to go that extra 12 pixels and get something that still looks good. Like when you're looking at those, they still look good, even when you zoom them all the way up. So it was worth it to me. But some of them, when I created them in the beginning, like longer ago, I was making them at 20 pixels for a while. So like if it's already 20 pixels, then I go ahead and just don't create it again. I just use the 20 pixels. But that pressure one, it was never condensed down. The smallest that you can get them from Envato, when you get the packets of them that are condensed, is like 64 pixels, and it doesn't get any smaller than that, unfortunately. So I had to order it, fix it myself with the batch edit, and I tried to do batch edit, and it just wasn't working, and I didn't know why. And so then I tried it with this other way, like I can't remember what it's called, but that wasn't working, and it just kept not working, and I got frustrated and was like, fuck, man, I gotta do this. So I eventually figured it out, but it was like a couple of hours or something. So I was like, all right, if I'm gonna, and this happens every time, like for some reason it doesn't happen right the first time, and so I was like, damn, if I have to relearn how to do that every time, like I need to just do it all at once like I did before. I tried to do it all at once before, but it's just way too much work. Like if I had my computer now, I would actually do a word search. How many files are in there? Maybe I'll say it tomorrow in my vlog, because I do want to look it up. You can count for me. But, man, I'm starting to get groggy and like lose my train of thought. Yeah, so I decided yesterday, because I was looking at my timeline, not only did I had no choice, I had to make them small, and you can't make them small individually. That's crazy. You would just batch edit. So I batch edit those and a couple more, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just dedicate the whole day to trying to prep these images better, because when I'm going to start to do this more, I'm going to like continue with this, and from time to time, whenever I get around to it, attach all these images to everything on my timeline, and then I can make the horizontal timeline, and then I can take the test. Yeah, but man, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm about to pass out. I need to have a nap. Yeah, so I wanted to fix the... Oh man, I'm really losing my train of thought. Yeah, so I realized that I was like, screw it, let's just do it all at once, do it all now, while I know how to do it and while I'm fired up. So I spent the whole day just looking for images that never got resized. The reason that I didn't resize them all was because the first time I did it, I tried to do it from top to bottom where I get all of them, but I think I bailed on a bunch because it was just so time consuming. Like a lot of them have like different categories and different colors, and I would just do like the first. But another thing that I noticed, other than getting frustrated, because it seemed like every time I had to call up a new image, and I didn't even think I was going to have to do it. I thought I was done, but it's amazing how and it was even already there. Like for some reason I chose the diving bell over the steam engine, and the power loom over the steam engine. But as I was getting the new ones, I also noticed that the ones that are already linked to the website like didn't show up, and so a lot of them didn't even get uploaded. So I came up with a cool system where I just upload everything over again from my Dreamweaver. And if I can't find something to upload, then that's how I find the ones that were never done. And so then I would go into Photoshop and do batch edits, and then make sure all the other ones around there were ready. Already had the icon sized ones, and So I just do a whole bunch of batch edit and then upload a whole bunch of them. And when I found out one needed to be uploaded, I just upload everything next to it as well. And so I kind of did the rerun through for all the different categories of the icons, images that I downloaded to turn into icons from Envato. And that was the whole day. That gobbled up my whole day. But I created a whole bunch more icon-sized images. There were a lot that wasn't done yet. Like people, was that the one? It seemed like most of them hadn't been done. So yeah, and I looked at the timeline for that page, and a lot of the images weren't even uploaded. So, and even to today, like I was doing that until like 11 o'clock last night, and there's like 3 images on that page that for some reason have still eluded upload. Another reason could be that the images are the folder that the image is in is not good enough. It has like an extra character or something that you can't have to upload. But like these are ones I got off Envato, so it shouldn't be like that. But I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to finish it up now, so that I can concentrate on that test, and hopefully I won't find another thing that I'm supposed to remember on my test that's actually not the most important thing of the world. So sometimes, like on my timeline here, you can the 3 different categories can kind of blur, so that if there's something like super interesting where in the 1760s that both of the things needed to get on, then I just use the second one like for the second most important thing. So, for example, for the 1760s, under culture, I have the James Watt machine that powered factories, but it's in the culture section, as you can see. Because I needed that decade needed to be used for the fourth chronometer, the longitudinal problem. It was too important to miss out, but the steam engine was too. So that's why, and the steam engine could be a cultural phenomenon because it changed society. That's what started these big factories where they forced all of the peasants off the land to move into the cities to work in the factories, because the rich people wanted to start using machines to cultivate their land and to use their land like more efficiently. So yeah, those were the two differences that I made, but I spent the whole day just running through the whole thing from top to bottom, or bottom to top, making sure that it was all up there. So it could be like any random category on your timeline, because the timeline notes everything. So yeah. So anyways, so once I'm done with these images being up on that page, I'll feel a sense of relief. Yeah, not too disappointed, because I do remember when I built this the first time that I didn't do it completely, and so that's why I wanted to spend a day where I built the whole thing, fixed it up, so that I would reduce the chances I'd have a problem, or have to take time out of my day again just to when I do the next country. Yeah, so that's what I did yesterday. I got an energy drink, like late at night. I just broke all of my rules for healthy living. But I did manage to sleep last night, so even though I'm groggy now. So, yeah, I'm like really groggy. So, yeah. hopefully I'll be able to take the test and pass it pretty soon because I really want to get to the next step. This seems like this has been going on forever. But yeah, so that is my vlog. I am like about to pass out here. Talk to you tomorrow.